Hi Scorpio, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 29th to the 4th of January. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. My readings are also timeless, so if you stumble across one of my readings and it's not in the time frame stated in the title, it means it's for your next 7 days starting from tomorrow. So let's begin. Trouble in the jungle is what I keep hearing. Trouble in the jungle. So you're living freely, you're enjoying yourself, having fun, and because you're in like this new big space, it's like you're in a jungle almost, and we're spiritually speaking. And so it's like you're encountering some kind of like predators, like predatory animals. Like, in the jungle, you would come across all kinds of different predators. I'm seeing like jaguars and panthers and snakes and, I forgot what they call toucans. Like you're seeing all kinds of different exotic animals in this new landscape, in this new world, and you're just being aware that they are dangerous, that certain people can be dangerous for you to be around. So you're not you're just like trying to be careful and not get caught up in being caught by a predator here. But you're noticing and seeing people, the way that they're behaving. It's very animal like, it's very primal like the way you're seeing things here, in regards to predator and prey. And so you're noticing not as a predator or a prey, but someone as on the outside of it all, in the jungle, like a human in the jungle. And I'm seeing this like some sort of like rainforest that you're in, that you've managed to find yourself in. And this place is very abundant for you. There's lots of growth, but there's also lots of death. It's got like the perfect harmony of life and death. And you recognize that there's a lot of abundance for you to gain from, being in this place. So this is like the experiences you're having here this week are putting you in a position where you're going to feel like if you're in some kind of rainforest, some kind of jungle that's very abundant, as well as there's a lot of destruction happening at the same time. And you're just trying to be observant here this week. I see you just being observant as you're walking around, taking time to just stop at different places to observe, what goes on in this jungle, what goes on in this rainforest. And this is your life in general, particularly in regards to your purpose, in regards to what you're trying to do at this time with your life. You're on this pursuit of making yourself better. You're on this pursuit of making your life better in all senses. Like you've found love. I don't know if what's happened with love. What's happened with love with you last week? Yeah, you had a soul lover come in, so you already have this love, but you're trying to still continue to upgrade your life. You want to see how far you can take it in terms of upgrading. Wait, was it? No, you were letting go last week. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh, it's the week before. Sorry. So yeah, you have love right now. You're in a relationship with someone, but you want to keep leveling up. You want to keep leveling up in life. So it's like you're putting yourself into new situations that you've never been in before, and you're assessing in the physical. You're assessing how people behave, how things work, how the jungle works. Quite literally, how the rainforest, the jungle. I'm saying like the Amazon, the Amazon rainforest. So there's a lot of poisonous, creatures and powerful creatures and all kinds of like. And you've never been here before. Where you've been before was like there wasn't anything. There was no exotic animals, and the exotic animals mean a caliber of people that are much more greater than what you've been around before. So it's because you've leveled up inside, gone through a level up. Everything around you is now different. You're now in a different bracket, energetic bracket. You're now in an energetic. You're now different. You're now in a different energetic bracket. And so you're just observing this week of like being in this jungle. It's like you're getting to this jungle, or you're already in this jungle. You've been already kind of like on the edge of it, before the week begins, and during the week you're in this new jungle. And this is spiritually speaking. This is a place of many possibilities for you to, but there could also be your destruction. So this is why you're being very wary at this time. During this week, as you're noticing, you're not jumping to conclusions, you're not jumping to assumptions, you're not jumping to anything. You're taking your time to assess every single situation that comes before you so that you can make a sound and resound judgment about what you should do next in regards to choices and in regards to people. Which person should you allow into your life? Which person should you reject, even if they look nice? Because you're able to sense their energy. It's a very primal energy that you're able to very sense the vibration of someone. You're able to sense the vibration of people, and so you're sensing their vibrations and seeing whether or not they're full of shit, and whether they're trying to be a predator or trying to eat you in some kind of way, or trying to consume you your energy in some kind of way. Like you're keeping a good eye out and just being more observant, not really taking direct action. It's like you're building up to take action in the next few weeks in regards to which particular direction you want to go into, because you have a lot of opportunities before you right now. You're in a new life and you're trying to figure out which way you want to go in this new life, and you don't want to make the wrong decision. So you're taking your time and gathering information, gathering data, I guess, in regards to which is the best actual direction for you based upon what you're seeing and feeling and hearing from from all the different directions. And these people that are these animals that are in the jungle, they represent obviously people, but these people you're noticing and trying to assume, but you're trying to follow that vibration of where that vibration takes you back to what situation. So if a person is like a predator, you're seeing which pathway does that person belong to, like in terms of which one of the pathways that you could take, like which path does that person belong to, is that person belonging to, and so you're going to pick the only authentic path for you, the only path that resonates really with your heart. And so you're having to filter out at this time during this week which path is the best path for you moving forwards, which path is the path that's calling you. And you're trying to figure out which one that is, because they're all calling at you, but they're not all good for you. And so you're filtering between them to see which one is the best one for you. I do see you taking time and really trying to figure it out and taking the time to assess, which animals belong to which path. I'm getting you should follow the path of the white monkey. I'm seeing a white monkey. Don't ask me. I'm seeing a white monkey. Follow the path of a white monkey. I don't know. It's gonna make sense somehow to you. But follow the path of the white monkey. Like there might be a sign. The person might look like a monkey. Or they might, facial features and stuff, like big ears and stuff and big eyes or whatever. Or something, they might be connected to something called the white monkey or something like that. But follow the white monkey is what I'm hearing. Something with the white monkey, that path. You're going to see all kinds of different animals, like I'm saying. You're seeing all kinds of different animals, but it's the white monkey that's going to lead you to your desired, to your true path. So all of these animals and these creatures, they lead to different paths. I mean, I kind of hear that, I guess, but they all lead to different paths. And so by you sticking with one animal is going to lead you to a path, down a path. And some of these paths are abundant, some of these paths are stagnant, some of these paths will cause death. So pick and choose your animal here in this jungle. That's why you're like the observer. It's because you're there to pick and choose. You're not there to be an animal amongst the animals. It's a very interesting place you're in. It's very abundant, where you're able to pick exactly what you want from life at this time. And so, and what you're picking from life and what the options are is between your authentic path and what is the unauthentic, inauthentic paths, the paths that are trying to sabotage you in some kind of way. And the universe is like it's a test. It's a test to see how you would respond at a high level when when a lot of things are on the line. And in this situation, things are on the line. To be honest with you, if you pick the wrong path, it's gonna you're gonna um, you can be stagnant or be harmed in some way, or you might end up dead. And some of them might be giving you positivity, but only one of them is going to be the good, the true path. Some of them might be abundant paths, but they might not be for you. So you're having to, it's like you're being tested by being put into an abundant place and being told by the universe that you need to figure out which one is the best one for you, given that you're in this place of abundance where you feel abundant. It's quite interesting. So when you have a test, they put the conditions for everyone the same, of like no cheating, no keeping it as boring and as standard as possible, so that the test can go through in a way where you can go through the test easily, right? Like for example, if you're doing a test in school, they put you in a hall, and all the students are in a hall. Everyone's sat in these particular tables with particular distance, and kind of like that. That's what I mean. Whereas in this situation, the universe is literally giving you a big disadvantage here. But it's going to feel like an advantage, but it's actually a disadvantage of you feeling abundant. Like, oh yeah, any of these could be good for me, because it's like when you go into a bar, for example, and someone's paid for the tab, and so you go into the bar and you can get free drinks wherever, but let's say only one of these drinks actually makes you feel good. The rest of them will make you feel like crap. They've got like poison or whatever, chili and all kinds of crazy stuff added to them, and so only one of them will make you feel good. And so you're in this place of like abundance, and it's like you're able to get wherever you want, but which one are you going to pick? And so it's a bit of a trick that's going on here. Not a trick, I wouldn't say it's a trick, but the universe is testing you to see how you behave at a high caliber, because maybe you sabotage yourself in the past when you've been at a high position, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm abundant, everything's abundant, I don't have to worry about a thing. And then you're in a situation like that where you are in a bar, and all the drinks were paid for, and only one of the drinks was all right, the rest were drugged, basically. For example, the rest of them were drugged, and so you had to pick the right one, and you weren't able to do it because you're like, oh, all of those must be good because I'm in a place that's abundant. So the universe is testing you here this week, and you're so kind of giving you the answer, the white monkey, but it's not going to be very obvious. You're going to have to use discernment, is what I'm hearing. You're going to have to use your own discernment and see, and you trust your own psychic gifts here in being able to decipher what this white monkey is for you. But there's a white monkey. In some way, I'm seeing a white monkey, and he kind of reminds me of Rafiki from The Lion King, and he's got like, he's like dancing. He's a dancing monkey, dancing white monkey, and he's got one foot down. I'm seeing like there's a picture of him, and he's got one foot down, one foot up as he's like dancing, and he's like, he's got like white fur, not all over him, but like his face and his body is like up, like hair is like not covered by fur. He's got like pink cheeks, and he's got pink cheeks. I don't know what those kind of monkeys are called. I think they're like mountain monkeys, but he's white in color, like proper Snow White. Or not Snow White, but just white, anyway, um, So let's jump into your reading and see what else is going on here for you this week. Yeah, so you're having a test this week, Scorpio, from the universe. The universe is testing you to see what you would do, what animal you're going to pick. And this is not just a test, but this is an actual thing where if you pick the right choice, it's going to lead to a lot of blessings and a lot of happiness, and it's going to be your true path here. So it's not just a test of like just testing you. I feel like it's not a test, it's reality. So it's like, you do the test, right? Again, I'll take you back to the school analogy. So you do a test in school, like you revise for a subject, but it's like you're actually living it at this time. So it's not a test like that, but it's in a sense it is a test for you to see what if you pick the right choice or not. But at the same time, it's not a test because it's reality. So if you pick the wrong choice, there will be repercussions. There will be there will be problems attached, or time wasted, or some sort of sabotage happening here. So you need the discernment in order for you to move forwards at this time. And you might be wondering why you're having to go through a situation like this, because you desire growth, and it's the only way you can grow. You have to go through challenges in order to grow. You can't just expect things to change and do nothing. If you want change, and this is the whole point of life, to live, and so this is what you're doing. You're living here during this week. You've come to this this jungle. You've been feeling free, I feel like, for a few weeks, and now you've been feeling free, and now you've come to this point. If you have Virgo in your chart, I'd say watch Virgo's reading. I haven't done Virgo's reading yet, but I'm just intuitively picking it up. I'll be doing it shortly anyway. But if you've got Virgo in your chart, I'd watch last week's Virgo's reading. Yeah, it'd be quite significant for you to understand. What was Virgo's last week? Okay, so was it the week before? I think it's the week before. No, it was last. Is it last week? Yeah. Watch last week's reading. Anyway, it's an important week for you this week in terms of how the next few months to few years will look like for you, depending on what animal you go with this week. Because by you picking that animal, you're gonna pick up certain characteristics of that animal. And some animals may look good, they may look appealing to you, but they're not in alignment with you. They're not in alignment with your truth. So just be wary of that one. But that's how it looks like. It looks like there's a character in Naruto called Enma, and he looks like he's a white monkey, but he's not this monkey that I'm seeing is not as huge as him. But he's got the similar, like he looks the same in terms of like the white fur and not having any fur here and here, maybe some hair, but not so much here in with the chest and the tummy. The tummy is, but he's a lot more. He looks a lot more friendlier, and his fur's a lot more whiter and fuzzier. Interesting. I'm hearing Hanuman now. Hanuman. So you're being called to work with Hanuman at this time. The Indian deity. So you're connected to Indian deities wherever you are. Gods and goddesses. Okay, so he's guiding the way for you forward. So that's why I'm seeing a white monkey. He's guiding the way forward for you. And so you have a connection with him wherever you are. He's teaching you about strength at this time, spiritual strength. very good week for you, to be honest with you. Lots of positivity happening here. Lots of positivity happening here for you. Um, so your current energy, you've been in this energy of worrying about finances, feeling a loss in finances, feeling isolated, worried, isolated from your finances, isolated from this idea of financial stability, financial security, and you've just been worried, experiencing a loss in finances, perhaps poverty, experiencing poverty, because you've been going through this journey of figuring out what your purpose is in life, and making discoveries about yourself just in general. And so you're at a position now where you have made a lot of discoveries, and you're on a part of a journey now where you're on, like, I would say, like the second leg of your journey, in understanding truly and fully committing to a purpose in life. So you understand what you want to do with your life here, and you understand what your purpose is, and it's like you're now setting out to go and to basically do that thing. You want to set out and learn how to make that dream of yours a reality, of what you feel like your purpose is. Like, you'll have an idea of it already, exactly what your purpose is, not things that are connected to your purpose or that are in line with your purpose, but what your exact purpose is. So you're already doing things that are in line with your purpose. You're already doing things and treating yourself to things and being in things that are connected to your purpose, but you're now beginning this journey of actually making your purpose realized here, which is beyond what you're doing currently. And so you're beginning this journey of basically, learning how to apply what you are thinking of, or your purpose is, into reality. And so you've been making discoveries and you've been making decisions. You're now at a point where you're very confident. Like I said, you have been doing things already that are in line with your purpose, being in things that are in line with your purpose. And so this is shifting you at this time, simply because your vibration in it is an alignment with your true purpose. And so it's giving you confidence, and you're able to plan for your future, so that you can break free of sort of being imprisoned within your, within life in general, within your finances here in particular. Like, you've been in this energy of trying to, like, figure out things, figure out yourself, what you're meant to be doing. There's a purpose financially, like what you're meant to be doing with yourself, and like you're at a point now where you have figured it out, of like why you've been at a financial lack, where you've been experiencing financial poverty all this time, is because you haven't fully connected to what your true purpose is. You've been doing things that are more or less against you, or just not in alignment at all. And so you've been feeling like you've been imprisoned, feeling like you've been trapped, and like you've been restricted from living freely. And so you've been thinking negatively just in general as a result, and this is your current energy. And so now you're at a position where you have gained vision about this, of like, that because you haven't been following your purpose, and your purpose is set by you. It's not set by anybody else, by a god or anything. It's set by you before you incarnate on this planet. It's set by you. The energetic pathway to your success, to your happiness, to your fulfillment is set by you. And so this is just your energy that you're following along here, and you have the vision now that, okay, this is who I am, this is my integrity, this is what I'm supposed to be doing with myself. And so you're taking leadership and authority of yourself, moving in accordance with that vision, knowing that you're very spiritually protected. and you're trying to be as spiritual as you can and embody spirituality in your day-to-day life, so that you can gain clarity and help you move forward through life in general. So this is your current energy stepping into the week between for the whole week actually. Your theme for the week is the Nine of Cups. So this is a really beautiful energy to have for your theme this whole week. The experiences you're going through, they're going to bring a lot of contentment, fulfillment to you. You're going to feel they're going to make you feel very abundant. The experiences you're going through are going to make you feel very abundant, and you're going to believe here by the end of this week that your dreams are indeed coming true. Simply because you're getting, step by step, like as the days go by, you're getting confirmations that you're very abundant, and you're going to feel very fulfilled and content with the way things are going within your life during this week. Stepping into Monday, between Monday and Wednesday, we have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is new opportunities and ideas that are coming in here for you. And clarifying this, we have the Seven of Wands. And so this is quite a beautiful energy. So this is coming in, this new opportunities and ideas, this new growth is coming in here, because you've been defending yourself, you've been protecting yourself from anyone that's been trying to challenge you, compete with you, obstruct your way from moving forward, even if it's yourself, like stopping you from, like you yourself stopping yourself from living in a way that feels more authentic, because you're so used to like you have a fear of the unknown, or so used to being comfortable that you don't want to step out your comfort zone. And so you're moving away from living like this to living in a way where you've been protecting yourself from anything that's trying to obstruct your way from moving forwards in life, obstruct you from moving forwards spiritually speaking also. So because you've been protecting yourself and you've been defending yourself, looking after yourself and protecting yourself even from yourself, from anything that's trying to challenge you, compete with you, obstruct you in any kind of way, even if it's a habit, mental way of thinking, like, whatever it is. Because of this, you've been in this energy. The universe is blessing you with new opportunities and ideas here and growth that's going to make you feel very inspired here between Monday and Wednesday. And this is showing up as the sun, so the universe wants to keep it very hush-hush until you actually receive it. But whatever it is, whatever these new opportunities and ideas that are coming in here for you are going to make you feel very much so in this energy of the sun, feeling joy, delight, positive energy, warmth, beautiful exuberance. It's a very positive energy for you that you're going to feel like it's summer for you. That's what I'm getting here. It's going to feel like it's summer. Like, when it's summer and it's hot outside and you know it's hot outside and you can't wait to go outside. That's what I mean by summer. Can't wait to try out some of these new experiences, try out some of these new ideas, opportunities that are coming in, and you're going to see some feathers here between Monday and Wednesday as confirmation that you're on the right path, that you're doing the right things between Monday and Wednesday. Between Wednesday and Friday, you're in this energy of the Emperor. So the Emperor here is you really looking at your life here from a place of wisdom. Now of a place of wisdom, you can see he's got a white beard, and seeing your life and looking at your life and saying, where is it in my life I have been giving away to things when that been potentially, where have I been ignoring myself? Here in Emperor, the Fool, he stumbles across the Emperor's domain, and he has a warning against going into the domain, because the Emperor, he's on the way to the Emperor. There's like a bit of a a strange area where you can't really see, and it's quite dark, and it's you can see the sky is red and it's quite dark, and it's quite rocky around him. And so as the Fool's climbing to see what's at the top of this place, which is the Emperor, he basically hears some sounds and he gets very frightened, and his intuition before entering this place warned him not to enter this place, and because there's something lurking around in the darkness. And so as he gets nearer to the top, he gets scared by the Emperor, and he falls over and he injures his foot, like he literally breaks his foot, because he's that afraid of seeing someone. And so he breaks his foot and he's unable to walk. And so the Emperor warns him and says, you should have listened to your intuition. Your intuition was warning you not to enter this place for a reason. and so you still entered anyway, even though your gut was your not your gut, your intuition was telling you to not enter this place. And so the lesson here is with the emperor is to pay attention to what your feelings are telling you, what your intuition is telling you. Like, they're not wrong. If something doesn't feel right, then it must not be right. And here in the Fool, luckily the emperor does manage to heal the Fool's foot. He's able to heal and protect the emperor, and he uses this anchor to heal the Fool. And so here in this card for you, it means also that you need to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of people around you. Because I'm getting here, clarifying this, we have the Four of Pentacles. So you have people around you that are that are greedy, that are needy. They need money, they love financial control, they love financial security, they're trying to secure themselves financially, and they see you as someone that's shining at this time. So just be wary of that. But this is also saying that you're changing your life as well. You're changing your life, using wisdom, changing the rules that you live by, the structures that you live by, rules and structures you live by, as like what you believe is good food, what you feel is believe is bad food, what you believe is a good time to wake up in the morning, what's a good habit to have, like how you want your day to look like, when you wake up, what do you do at this time, like it's all these kind of things that you're changing the rules and the structures you live by. But also be wary of people around you, just like with the emperor. You never know what's lurking in the darkness around you. And I do feel like you do need to be wary, because you are feeling like there might be some energetic vampires. I'm picking up on your energy that you're thinking that there's some energetic vampires around you, like some people and you're curious about them, whether they are or not. And so this is a confirmation for you that you need to cut these people off immediately. Where these people that you're thinking of, they are what you think they are. It could be one person, it could be a few people. Whoever you are specifically thinking of as I'm speaking about this, or when I was speaking about, be wary of your surroundings. That person that came to your mind is this person or people. And so you need to cut them off, because they're trying to trick you, obviously, by lurking in the darkness and showing up when it's time to attack. Basically, that's what they do. They lurk around and they wait for a moment of weakness, and then they pounce on you. So in this case, it would have been the creature that pounced upon the Fool and killed him. But the Emperor was there, luckily, to protect the Fool from harm. So he was basically then teaching the Fool that you need to be careful about your surroundings, and you're gonna know this whoever this person or people are, because they're gonna be very greedy financially. They're very financially greedy, financially like to be in control. They're always trying to secure money. Money is always the most important thing to them. And the reason why they're trying to come in and trying to take from you in some kind of way and trying to lurk around you is because they sense your energy as this 10 of Cups. You're someone that is going for a 10 of Cups energy. The universe is blessing you, and you're feeling blissed out. You're enjoying this divine love between you and the universe, between you and your spirit guides and gods and goddesses that watch over you. And so these people, this person or people can sense it, and they want your abundance, they want your fun, they want your energy. Energy is money, so people that want your energy want your money. Basically, when you give people your energy and you feel drained, they always tend to become, they tend to earn more money. They tend to somehow manage to earn some sort of finances. And so just be wary of people around you, because they see you being in harmony. They see you having like a fairy tale ending of like you receiving everything that you want from the universe, and they want to take that from you. So they're lurking in the darkness around you, waiting for the right moment to pounce on you. Just communications. You don't need to explain yourself. Don't try to, if someone's trying to hurt you, don't talk to them. That makes it worse. You're not trying to investigate, not Sherlock Holmes trying to investigate what was your intentions. I know, don't give a f what your intentions are. If you're trying to hurt me, if you're trying to harm me, then you can fuck off, literally. And so this is the attitude that you need to have. You need to embody that, because it's like, for example, it's like you going into the jungle and there's a lion that wants to eat you, and you go and try to talk to the lion and say, hey lion, I'm a nice person, don't eat me. you know, uh, it's not gonna work. Um, so just be mindful about that. Just be mindful about the people around you. And I feel by you just changing the way that you live, I mean, you're ready to go at a moment's notice. I can see that here, but you don't need to go in situations. You don't need to confront people. You don't need to be that person, because it brings you down to their level. It stagnates your own energy, stagnates your own blessings that the universe is trying to bless you with at this time. And so don't fall into that trap there and be like, let me go confront them. But you're ready to go at a moment's notice. But you can see here the emperor, he's got his robes over his armor, so it's like, he's just chilling. He's using his wisdom to see what's good and what's not good. He tells the fool also that you need to be mindful about the future. He goes, I may have a lot of power, but I have a kingdom to rule. I have to think about the children. I have to think about doing things in such a way where I can protect my kingdom. And so is basically telling the fool that you need to be able to protect yourself, protect what you're building, protect your manifestations, protect your life, basically, from people that are on the outside that may be trying to sabotage you, trying to hurt you, trying to bring you down. And protect yourself so that your future can be secure, your future and your potentially your children's future can be secure here. So it's like, use your power not to confront people, but to protect yourself and defend yourself from people. And the best way to do it, if you physically can move, is to just cut the people off. Like, just cut them off, wherever these people are. Just change your number or whatever. Just stop talking to them. Because if they come to your front door, you're more than capable of defending yourself, is what I can see here. You're more than capable of defending yourself, but use wisdom here about what your blessings are, that your blessings are coming in here, and you need to protect your blessings from eager eyes, is what I'd like to say. So regardless of the situation anyway, between Wednesday and Friday, you're changing the way you live your life, and you're changing your frequency here. So these people are going to find it very difficult to find a way in moving forwards, because you're not going to be able to be receptive to this energy. This is a very stagnant energy, and this is people with this kind of energy. You're not going to be able to receive them anymore, because you're living by a different structure, you're living by different rules. These people in the future are going to see you, and they're going to think you're weird or something's wrong with you. Mentally or something like that, and so that's what you want ideally. And so that's when they leave you alone. So let these blessings come in here, let yourself receive this fairy tale ending from the universe. So between Friday and Sunday, you're in this energy of the Ace of Cups. So this is being clarified by the Justice card. So the Justice card here is the universe coming here and passing its universal laws on you, saying you need to be purified of this at this time. You need an increase in love. You need an increase in fertility within your life, of like opportunities and things that you can do, things that you can explore, and you need to find fulfillment. Like you deserve to find fulfillment, because you've been in this energy of the Four of Cups, of just feeling apathetic, bored, dissatisfied, and like contemplating what you can do to increase your life, to upgrade your life. Like, you've been thinking about this, so the universe is kind of coming in here and pouring these healing waters over you, giving you love, giving you fulfillment, making your life even more fertile, in regards to opportunities and new things that can come in, new experiences, because you're ready for it. The universe is giving you good karma here, because you've been leveling up, you've been doing the personal development, which is the most important thing in anyone's life, to be honest with you. You've been doing the personal development, developing yourself, becoming a better and better person, for your own self, not for anybody else, but for your own self. You've been doing development, and what personal development is you connecting to your true identity, connecting to who you actually are in terms of your likes, your dislikes, your happiness, your sadness, your what makes you angry, what makes you sad, like all of this stuff, and trying to heal yourself in ways so that you can feel like a better person. So this is why the universe is coming in here, and the number 11 is significant here, because you've gone through a mastery of yourself, and so the universe is like just blessing you, just like that, blessing you. And this ties into your theme for this week of you just feeling very fulfilled, content, and abundant here during this week. So it's looking like a really good week for you. Let's see what your challenge is for the week. The challenge will show up in one way or another if you've seen me before, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. The goal of the challenge is to keep you stuck in your current reality and perhaps bring you down. And so, with the challenge, you want to basically not give it any energy because obviously it's trying to bring you down. So let's see what your challenge here is. You obviously want to upgrade your life. So your challenge here is you're finding it difficult to release, to transition from the old ideas, the old opportunities, the old ways that you think that you would have grown, because it's blocking your throat chakra is what I'm seeing here. It's blocking your communication, it's blocking your self-expression, it's blocking your clear thinking. Actually, it's blocking your ideas by you holding on to the past idea, not allowing yourself to heal and step into, not allow yourself to release, sorry, and possibly heal, so that you can step into this new opportunities and ideas. Like you're struggling to let go of the release the past, like that is connected to ideas, that is connected to opportunities of like which ways you wanted to go in the past. Like there's things that are no longer relevant to you because you're a different person, but it's making your mind very unclear about which way you should go, which way you shouldn't go, because you're like, before I wanted to do this and I wanted to do this, maybe now that's still a good idea, that maybe I should try to pursue that, but this is just blocking your mind, it's blocking your communication, it's blocking your self-expression, it's blocking your ideas in general, it's confusing you. But the advice here is just to release and allow things to unfold, transition, allow things to unfold, heal, allow yourself to heal from the past. Try to embody and stepping into a new way of being, Yeah, use your spiritual wisdom here, like you're the shepherd now. Follow your heart, listen to your heart, whatever your heart's telling you to do. Again, if you want to ask your heart a question, ask your heart. Don't let your brain answer. Feel it. Feel the answer. If you want to do something, ask your heart, oh, should I do this? If you feel a heaviness, it's probably a no. If you feel a lightness, it's probably a yes. And so feel it. Don't let your brain answer. The brain likes to answer instead. But don't conform to the old way of being. The old way, not that the old way of being. It's more just an idea. It's more just an idea that you're like, oh, I'm gonna grow if I do these things creatively, or if I do these things, I will see growth. Like these ideas, I will see growth. But this is just a blockage for you, because it's you're a new person now, but you still desire bits and pieces from the past. That's a disservice to yourself if you do that, because you're stealing away from yourself. You're intentionally putting yourself back into old cycles if you do stuff like that, and it's blocking you from transitioning. So use your own spiritual wisdom and recognize that you are a new person, and the things that are coming in for you are going to feel very new. They're not going to be like the old things, and so you shouldn't keep the old ideas. You've already been past it for a reason. I have a big thing in my life where I have learned not to go back to old things, because I always go through the same situation again if I go back to old things that maybe I left in a way where I wasn't happy with, versus a job or a situation. It's always like that. It's always like that. Like you've been through a cycle already. You don't need to revisit it. So let's see what your outcome here is for the week. So your outcome here is you are, healing this heartbreak, this pain and love within your heart, this heartbreak, this pain, this sorrow, this hurt that you're having in your heart from the past, of these past ideas, these past things that ideas literally that you've been holding on to, that you felt heartbroken about because you haven't been able to achieve. And so you're healing this, with divine love. Divine love, the universe is pouring divine love, so you're healing your heart. Your heart is currently looking like this in regards to opportunities and ideas and stuff like that you could have seen growth in, because they didn't work out in your favor. So it's like you have this energy within you, and so the universe is healing you at this time with divine love. And so you're going to be feeling blissed out, enjoying like a fairy tale ending here, in regards to in regards to opportunities and ideas to see yourself advance through life. And this is going to help you connect to your intuition. So you're going to be connecting a lot more to your intuition here, feeling very balanced within, and the way forward being illuminated to you. And you're going to continue to release and walk away from things that are disappointing you, the things that are abandoning you here by the end of this week, as well as you finding balance and harmony, finding your footing once again through life, and not holding on to the past and past ideas of like, this could have been like this and that could have been like that. Like, you're really healing and seeing the progress of yourself and believing much more in yourself than you ever have, and allowing yourself to travel further within your mind, within your life, than you ever have. And so you're at the point here where everything's going to be very abundant for you moving forwards. And let's put that one more. Yeah, taking cunning actions away from anything that's lying, deceiving, and betraying you here. So including, these people lurking in the darkness that are around you. So this is a very good time for you, where it's like you're being reaffirmed by the end of this week of like why you've been on this journey and what this journey means, really, like what it means, like what is the result of it. You're seeing results here by the end of this week of you shifting your world, quite literally, into better and better. So I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.